Hey, I'm Robert John Hadfield. Welcome to the world of Audiomover. I recently bought this tour program from Permanent Waves on eBay. I just thought it'd be fun to have for our main Audiomover channel, just to kind of flip through this thing. And I just thought, just for fun, I would just do a quick, just kind of flip through this in case anybody wanted to see this with Rush on tour right now. And it looks like, then like I said, this looks like the album, but it's actually a tour book. But it has everything, you know, the same, all the stuff, including the headline blurred out, which happened obviously in the record because they had some issues with having the original newspaper headline there. So anyway, it's so cool thinking back. Look at that. Look at them down on stage right there. It's so cool thinking back to these kind of smaller venues that they were playing back then during the Permanent Waves time period. And this is right before they would start going into the really, really big places. I mean, when I first saw them on tour, it was Power Windows, and it was, you know, they were playing arenas at that point. So, but then it looks like they have some sort of kind of background here. I actually glanced at this earlier, and they were talking about how in part of the tour, during the semi-tour of some of the hemispheres, we were able to play The Spirit of Radio, Free Will, and Jacob's Ladder during the sound check every day, and the former two we had worked into the new show. Yeah, so Spirit of Radio and Free Will, they were actually playing live. So it looks like it just keeps going here, the whole story. And then we get into the pictures. Wow. They're so young. How interesting. That's a really cool shot. Curious, did any of you, I had a good friend, Kurt Bartlett, I think Troy might have gone too, that saw them on this tour, on the Permanent Waves tour. There's Neil, Geddy. My guitars are two Rickenbacker 4001 basses, one Rickenbacker 4002. And he talks about his amps, his synthesizers. There's Alex, Gibson 335 and 355. There's Geddy in the studio holding a dog. That's a cool shot of Alex too. Wow, this is awesome. There's Neil, kind of like all of us, I think, imagine him back at that time, sitting backstage with a book. Wow, look at that setup. That is so cool. Wow, that's an awesome shot of Geddy. How awesome. There's 2-inch tape, 2-inch recording tape right there. That's a pretty neat shot with the spotlight coming down. Very awesome. Look at that shot. Wow, this is great. This is so cool. And this is Alex Lifeson Palladium 5880. Looks like somebody, I bought this on eBay. It looks like somebody had a photo in here. Yeah, because I mean, this is just, I don't know where that came from. Geddy, Alex, Neil. There's the guys, looks like loading in sometime. Oh, and then here's the discography up to that point. We actually did a video on the Audiomover channel not long ago about All the World's a Stage. Got a lot of feedback on that one. It was kind of interesting. There's archives. Very cool. This is pretty neat. So it's just cool seeing and kind of reflecting back on this stuff, you know, with them on tour right now, and it's amazing kind of seeing what they're doing. Wow, look at this. See, I love this because this is just a few thousand people. You know, this is right before they kind of moved into that new place, you know, where they were just going to be enormous megastars at that point. So anyway, pretty cool stuff. Hey, if you're not following this channel already, please follow the channel. If you don't know anything about the Audiomover, main Audiomover channel, go find Audiomover on YouTube. We've got hundreds and hundreds of videos. I mean, Rush, Van Halen, Black Sabbath, all the 80s stuff. Basically, we cover from about 65 to 95, but we go through old rock magazines and tour books like this, and I think you might enjoy it if you're into this kind of thing. And so anyway, with that, have yourself a fantastic day.